Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization and Sophisticated Motherhood. If you are a mom, make sure you check out my other channel that has all content dedicated to mom life. But today we're doing some organizing, so we are going to organize kids' toys, and we have stuff from newborn age all the way till my son is about 1.5, so some toys that are more for kids that are in that 1.5 to 2-year-old range. And I just want to go through absolutely everything from that newborn stage to the stage that we're at right now. Thought it was perfect timing because we're in my living room. That's where we have a lot of his toys, and everything is torn apart right now. So I'm just gonna go with that, start in the living room and work my way through the rest of the house and try and go through all of it. So if you are ready, let's get right into it. The first thing that I'm going to do is dump out this miscellaneous bin that I have, and it really works well for us to have at least one bin for just miscellaneous toys. I have one for small toys and one for large toys, and I am going to categorize things as best as I can here with things that I know right away I want to get rid of, things that I know I want to keep, kind of putting things in a maybe pile, as well as few separate piles for things that need to be put in different places in the house, whether they need to go upstairs to his bedroom, maybe I want it to be an outside toy, or in the basement where we keep a lot of his other toys. Thinking about what could have been, and all the moments that Once I got the majority of that bin sorted out, I grabbed the large toy bin, and I am going to get rid of a few of these pieces here that went to a mini golf set that I just don't think he's going to use and don't think he needs. He has a larger golf club set, so we are going to keep that we keep outside and get rid of those little things. I'm going to go back to the unit here, keep pulling everything out, sorting through, and you'll see how cute this little puzzle that we just got is. It is from Lovevery, and it's part of his new box that he just got. If you're not familiar with Lovevery, it is a toy subscription service that we have used since our child was a newborn and absolutely love. They are my favorite toys. We're not decluttering or getting rid of any of our Lovevery things because they're some of the toys that he plays with the most, and they're the toys I like him playing with. A lot of the toys that have buttons and light up and sounds and stuff are not my favorite because, number one, they're a little bit obnoxious from a parent perspective, but number two, they're not engaging him in his learning and development as much as these toys from Lovevery are. They're Montessori style, so a lot of the Lovevery toys that we get, especially the ones that he's really enjoying or the ones that are in his most recent box, we put out on display here at this side table next to the couch so he can grab them and play with them at really easy access. And that's a great tip for organization here. You'll see he got a new little lock box, which is still a little bit difficult for him, which I kind of like seeing when a toy starts off being difficult for him. And then over the next few months, watching him figure it out is just so exciting and such a proud moment as a parent. So honestly, I would strongly suggest, if you are a parent or if you are about to be welcoming a baby or know somebody who's going to, check out the Lovevery subscription service. I will leave a link in the description box below. If I had it my way, those are the only toys we would have, but it's inevitable. You're gonna get gifts and you're going to probably have other toys in your house. So doing a declutter like this at least every year, if not every 6 months, because kids grow so fast and grow in their interests, and especially young kids like our son who's under 2, just developmentally goes through a lot of different stages, so he does outgrow toys, but he still plays with some of the toys from when he was a little baby and some of the toys from when he was 6 months old. He's still playing with all the time. So it's not like all of them need to be put away, but the concept of a toy rotation is something that I really enjoy, and that is not having all of your kids' toys out at once. So I do that in a couple of different ways, and the first way I do it is by separating things into different rooms. So we have a few different play spaces, so when he's in one play area, he doesn't have absolutely every single toy he owns, and we have the luxury of space, so I know not everyone has that option to have multiple play areas for their kids. So if you don't, I would just suggest pulling back some of the toys, putting them away in storage or higher up, or pack them away in boxes so your child can focus on just a few things at a time. There are numerous studies out there that show that it's actually detrimental to your children to have too many toys around because it can overwhelm them. So we like to keep more of his favorite toys upstairs. I keep my favorites up there, so that's mostly where a lot of the Love Every toys that he's currently playing with are located. And then in the basement, I put some of the older toys that he's maybe growing out of a little bit more, or the bright obnoxious colors. Those all go down to the basement. So I'm going to pack up a bag and bring all of that stuff down to the basement and go through all of the basement toys as well. You'll see the first thing that I did in this space as well is try and pull most things out. Maybe not quite everything because I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I'm pulling most things out and gonna start going through it one by one. We have a bin of stuffed animals here. These are all hand-me-down stuffed animals from some of our cousins and a lot of Sesame Street ones. I am going to get rid of one there that I think came with a bouquet of flowers from my work when my baby was born. And it's just like a little freebie teddy bear. He has so many stuffed animals, so he doesn't need that one. A finger puppet I'm moving upstairs with the other puppets. And then I am going to start to do a little bit of organizing all of those Love Every toys that he's gotten just a little bit old for, but he still plays with. I am going to put them on display a little bit higher up so he can point to them and stuff and we can grab them for him. We don't have a ton of low down shelves here for him to play with and be able to grab. So inevitably some things have to be higher up. So I'm just going to add a little riser to make some extra space there and stack all of those side by side so he can see what he wants and be able to point to it. I had some other organizers that worked out perfectly to store puzzles. We have a few puzzles and there's room for even more there. And then I'm going to start organizing some of these larger toys. He has a few of those light up toys that sing and stuff that he loves. He has a little toolbox, a couple of blocks there, and then I'm dumping out our miscellaneous bin that we have in the basement because we have something similar, just a little catch-all for small toys. And going through that because a lot of these things are truly baby items, like teething items and things like that, or black and white cards. He really does not need at this age, now that he's 1.5. So I'm putting all of those into a bin with a top, and that is going to go way up high for storage for a future child, and we can get it out of the way so he can focus on things that he actually enjoys.
I don't feel broken anymore. Still got your smell wrapped in my bed sheets. Don't wanna wash it away. I know sometimes I get too caught up in all of the wrong things, but you're always there to guide me. I used to be afraid of was a disaster, but now I don't care. 'Cause you took.
You'll also see way up high there, I did end up moving this bin to the other side to get it up even higher, but on the left side up high, I have a bunch of toys still in boxes. Those are gifts that we've gotten that are not quite age appropriate for him yet. Either they're choking hazards or they're things that just say ages 4 and up or 3 and up. And since he's not quite that age yet, we are keeping them way at the top, and we'll pull them down when they're a little bit more age appropriate. So basically things that are too old for him and too young for him go way up high. I'm sure it's a no-brainer, but makes sense that way so we can have room down low for things that he's actually using. I love how big this side of the cabinet is. You'll see we have a wooden arch there that's part of his climbing set that we take in and out. We have a little push car that fits in there, his big bus, that thing for stuffed animals, and that is about it for the basement. His bedroom is the third and final place we keep toys, and I won't even say we keep that many toys here, but books fall under the category of toys, and I did keep out one book to show you that we're going to declutter. We do a really good job of getting rid of things as they break, so if you have a broken toy, please, please, please get rid of it. This book is broken in 5 different places, it seems like, so we are going to toss it. I'm going in his closet and going through the few toys he has here. A couple of them can be brought down to the basement with all of the other baby toys, and then keeping most of his stuffed animals here. Here is the final pile of all of the things we're decluttering. I'm sure there's plenty more that we can continue to declutter as toys break, like I said. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more, and until next time, I will see you all later.
Days without water along the sun so bright.